Hey, real athletes, Coach Adina here with your live training tip on a Wednesday because sometimes that happens. Listen, today I want to talk to you about the concept of one size fits all. And in the context of, advice about pretty much anything related to triathlon, whether it is your training, your workouts, your gear, supplements, nutrition, training plans, like anything. The other day we were on the group ride. If anybody was there, we had a big discussion about supplements came up and people were talking about things they've tried and things that they swear by and things that they love and things that don't work for them. And part of the conversation, to my recollection, was about people talking about people in the social media space saying things like, every triathlete should take this, or every woman in menopause should take that, or every vegan athlete needs this, or every, there was another one that I was just going to say. I forgot. Well, anyway, it'll come back, right? Any slow athlete needs this, or any overweight athlete. Like, you're going to see that all the time on social media where influencers and even respected coaches are saying, if you are a triathlete, you need to do this. If you are slow, you need to do that, right? Here's the problem with all of that kind of you need to verbiage. You only need to do that if it is what your body needs. If you have a deficiency, if you have something going on that requires you to do that. There is no such thing as one size fits all. And I'm going to give a little, someone's going to say, but everybody needs to hydrate. 100%. Right? A big comment like that, yes, all athletes need to hydrate. But hydration happens in different ways for every single person, right? Hydration happens in different ways. Some people need a ton of salt. Some people don't need as much salt. Some people need more magnesium. Some people need more water, right? Some people need less water based on how much you sweat, the temperatures of where you're training, right? Each person is different. There are a ton of supplements on the market right now. And unfortunately, here in the US, anything that can be commercialized will be commercialized and marketed to you to say you need it, right? That's how marketing works. I own my own business now for over 5 years, and I've learned a thing or two about marketing, right? They want you to think you need it, right? So they're going to say, if you are such and such, you need this. My advice to you is to listen and research and decide if it is something that fits your needs, right? Do you have a deficiency? Is something happening in your body that is missing? And will this thing possibly help you? Or are we just following along the latest trend, right? Like, collagen was a trend, that creatine is a huge trend right now. And there are people who are out there saying every athlete should take creatine. Anytime I hear that, it's a red flag. And my job here is to remind you that when you hear these comments that are like, do this, everyone should be doing this, take a pause, take a breath. It may work for you, right? Yes, creatine has, there is so much good research out there about creatine right now that is telling us it is not only good for our muscles, but it is also good for mental health. I personally am looking into creatine myself. I'm talking to my dietitian about it. I'm going to talk to my doctor about it. I'm going to do my own research on it. And I'm talking to some trusted athletes that I know who are taking it. And then I will decide for me if it makes sense, right? So if you hear these things and you're like, oh, that kind of sounds interesting, take a pause, take a breath, do your research. Creatine is not great for everybody. It isn't. Different people are going to have factors that are going to cause it to not work for them. And guess what? If it doesn't work for you, that's okay. The number of women I see in Facebook groups saying, I really tried, I wanted to love creatine, and it's just not working for me. Okay. Like, it's okay, right? So I am just reminding you, and kind of I'm begging, look, I'm like, please, when you hear things and people saying, this saved my life, this changed everything, this was a game changer, it probably did. And if it worked for them, that's great. And if it works for 100,000 people, also amazing. If it doesn't work for you, that is okay. And I just want to continue to be that voice that tells you that just because you hear it all the time doesn't mean it actually is the thing for you. Okay? So keep that in mind. Think about for yourself. I'm curious what you think. Obviously, I'm here to provide information. I am not an expert on everything. All right? What kind of supplements have you heard about? Or it can be training ideas or things like that. What have you heard about on social media in just, local groups and clubs and things like that? What have you heard that has come off with that? This is great for everyone. Another one, I can't believe I didn't say it, that's coming out that way are the GLP-1s, right? There is a ton of marketing out there that is saying, wow, GLP-1s are great for everyone. The people who are choosing them, who are getting good results, is fantastic. But this message that it's great for everyone is problematic, right? It is not great for everyone. There are serious side effects for some people, right? So you need to make these decisions for yourself and try not to fall into the hype. If you have questions about anything that you're seeing, again, I'm not an expert, but throw it in the chat and hear what experience other people have. And I encourage you to share your lived experiences from the lens that, hey, here's what happened to me, right? And understand that, what happened to one person is a study of one. And you can be different from a study of one. You can be different from a study of 1 million. So listen to it, research it, discuss it, get facts, get lived experiences, but please don't get pulled into the hype that when you see something that says every athlete needs this, that you cannot make a statement like that. All right. That's it for my Wednesday rant. Let me know if you have any questions about that. Please let me know if you have other training tips that you'd like to discuss, anything that I can research or share with you. Find an expert for upcoming meetings. And of course, be well, be real, and keep moving forward.